There is a law in archaeology. Every fortress, 1% of that fortress excavated should be left as it is. Now why? Because for the future archaeologists, when they come to do excavations, they still have stones to explore. There is a law here in archaeology. And all Massada, all the fortress look like this, rebels of stones here. Now, when they excavated, we are standing in storehouses. And King Herod the Great had a lot of abundance of food. Jars, olives, wine, and we found it in the storehouses. Why in the storehouses here? Because this is an administrative place. This is only for the army and the king, and not for the people. And here, you see that façade? That is the facade of the northern palace. All right, and there will be army there. Will not allow everyone to go to the private palace of King Herod the Great. And here, the storehouses, he have everything what he need. Even we found the jar, and on the hand of the jar there is a seal. Special wine from Rhodos. You know Crete, Rhodos, there is an island there, Rhodos. In the 1st century, the best wine came from Rhodos. Today they say Napa Valley, California, the best wine in the world. At that time, in Herod the Great, it was from that island. So he had abundance of food when he comes to Massada. Let's go to see the northern. This is, remember in the bus, I pointed for you the 3 levels of the fortress. And these are the 3 levels. And this is the northern palace of Herod the Great. Down was his own library, all right, with books and scholars and his own historians. In the center, found a special bathhouse only for Herod, huge one, all right, and the top, the best view. Now, can anyone tell me where we are standing right now exactly? Look around you according to the model. Very good. You see here? You see these pillars? These are the pillars here. You see this semicircular shape? Yes. Is that the view? So Herod the Great will be having his wine, drinking wine, and looking at the view, and he's the master of the desert. Oh my God. All right?
Are those pillars original? No.
Yeah. Everything you see in the Holy Land is original. All right? Of course, reconstructed, put it back in its place, but everything around you see original. Remember the black line? Anything below the black line is original. We're looking down at the famous Roman ramp. And look, it's very hot, a lot of heat. Why the Romans have to go all the way to Massada? It's a spot in the desert. What do they need from it? Doesn't make sense. This Roman Empire is huge. Why they care about this place? I remember the Romans conquered all this area, destroyed the temple 70 AD in Jerusalem. Now 74 AD they came to Massada. It's all about power. We are the Romans, we are powerful. It's all about pride. No one could stand against us. So they came here with the servants that were Jews. Because whenever Romans conquer a city, they take all the servants with them. And the Jews themselves were building this ramp from Jerusalem. And Jews were living here, so they didn't want to attack their brothers and sisters. And they had the Roman ramp. They took the hill there. You see that hill? Physically, they moved all the sand here. And the battling ramps, you see a replica of a battling ramp there nearby the cars with a huge catapult. All the way up, destroyed this wall. All right. And went to the top, and when they entered, it was dead. They were surprised. They thought they're gonna have some resistance, but we know that everything was dead because of the idea Al-Azar ben Yair. Al-Azar ben Yair was the leader of these Jewish families, and he decided that every man in the family kill all his members of the family. and the last 10 people will kill each others. They made a lottery. Today we found the parchments of that lottery with these Jewish names. And the last person was Elazar ben Yair. He committed suicide. Now, in Judaism, they don't agree with death, with suicide. But these guys were fanatics, right? They chose to die in order not to be slaves. They chose death over slavery. And we Christians, we need to learn from this. And the metaphor is we choose to die from our sins in order not to be slaves and to be free from sin. All right? So these Jews were so courageous because they don't want to be under the Roman occupation. So this is the famous story that took place in Massada.